it's really important for buyers to understand that when you are looking to buy something that's considered affordable housing or reserved housing, there are considerations that need to be made.
Earning caps, right? There is earning caps, how much equity you own already in a home.
Right.
So
or if you even own anything, you might not be able to.
Right. And that varies from building to building.
Right.
So then that's when you go and hit up your realtor.
Right.
And if you have questions about specific buildings, like please feel free to comment below, ask us questions. But the newest buzz is on
Ulana at Ward Village is the hottest topic right now, I feel like.
It's an unusual building too because it's one of the few that's fully reserved for affordable housing, right?
And they are, so currently I think they're just doing Zoom seminars to give buyers information to kind of get everybody prepped. Ward Village is awesome for
It's beautiful.
The programs that they roll out, or when they have new buildings coming out. I feel like Howard Hughes does a really good job of partnering with good brokerages.
Yes.
And they build hype. They're very good about building hype. Let's get all these seminars, and then we're gonna tell you just this much, and we'll keep dropping it. And then when it hits,
you give them a little and you take it back.
Yeah. And it's kind of a cool thing, and I think it's very smart the way that they go about that.
I think so too.
But it also gives buyers time to prepare.
That's true. And, it's very important to prepare with the right lenders. So they do have a list of lenders that they work with, and you will have to get pre-approved by one of them. So, talking with your agent, finding out who those lenders might be, getting set up with somebody that's trusted is very important as well. But that building looks so nice.
It does. Lots of green space.
I can't believe it's a reserve building.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely.
And some of them have ocean views.
Well, who wants to buy one? Comment below.
Yeah.
We'd love to help you out.
Studios, 2-3 bedrooms.
And you know what? Maybe we can transition into, why it's good to work with a broker when you're looking to buy at a high-rise condo.
Go into these high-rise condos and they don't have representation. And they find out too late that they could have had representation. So just keep in mind those people who are selling the condos are representing the developers. So
we aren't trying to be like that crazy, but okay.
But you want somebody fighting on your corner if you need, right?
Like you do, or and what I love about it is you have time, right? So like how I kind of started transitioning us back to they're dropping breadcrumbs and like building the hype, but it also gives you time to build relationship with your realtor.
Yes.
To strategize.
Yes.
Traci and I have worked with clients before where it's like, okay, so you're going to have a choice of the whole building because someone needs to get picked number one. And if that's you,
are you ready?
Right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Right? How do you know which one you're going to pick if you can pick out of like hundreds?
Exactly.
So we go through this cool NFL draft kind of setup to help them like whittle down what units in what order so that when it's your turn, you're not pressured out and you choose the right one, right?
Yeah. Well, starting early is key, right? Going back to timelines, right? Like starting early is key. They'd have a list of different lenders that they work with. So figuring out which lender of the list that you feel comfortable with, and if they don't have any idea, we can give suggestions of people we've worked with in the past. And a lot of times you'll see the same lenders who are working in these new development type, and they don't necessarily qualify you in the same way that you would be qualifying for a market, a marketplace, like some place that you're going to buy, you could buy tomorrow. They're going to be qualifying you for the future.
So at an inflated interest rate. So if today's rate is 2.5, they may qualify you at a percentage or a percentage and a half over, the current interest rate, because when you buy new development, they actually remove your financing contingency most times. And it's an interesting thing. So when you're talking about deadlines and talking about understanding the process, it's knowing that they don't tell you in advance when the lottery is going to, like when the applications are going to begin, but you will have, I think the HCDA, they require, developers to set out certain guidelines, and they're the ones who are kind of in control of the way things are conducted when you're doing affordable housing. Right? So, you know, you don't have to rush to get your application in for a lottery, because as long as you get it in by the due date, awesome. But if you're missing documentation, you know, you kind of want to give yourself a little bit of buffer just in case.
And that's why, like you said, they drop the breadcrumbs early, right? So that you do have time to prepare. And then once it's there, you'll be pre-approved, you'll know what you can afford, and that can also be part of how you select the right unit. Also, a lot of times those guidelines require how many people are occupying that unit. Like, you're a single person, you're like, I want a 3-bedroom condo. It's like, no, it doesn't quite work that way.
Sadly, it's by household size though. So if you do have kids or other members of your family, you know, who will be living with you, then there are other considerations that can be taken